Well, next, let's focus on the faithfulness of Daniel's friends. It's amazing what happened when they were put in this situation that there's an order for all the Babylonians that whenever when they see the statue and they're told to worship, everybody is supposed to bow down, and yet Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego do not. And this is maybe a relatively short vignette, but let's just to be focusing on what was the character of these individuals and what happened. So this is in Daniel 3. So Nebuchadnezzar, the king, made an image of gold, the height of which was 60 cubits, that is 90 feet, and its width was 60 cubits, that is 9 feet. He set it up in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. Then Nebuchadnezzar, the king, sent word to assemble the seraphs, the prefects, the governors, the counselors, the treasurers, the judges, the magistrates, and all the rulers of the provinces to come to the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar, the king, had set up. Then the seraphs, the prefects, the governors, the counselors, the treasurers, the judges, the magistrates, and all the rulers of the province were assembled for the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up, and they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Then the herald loudly proclaimed to the command is given, O people, nations, and men of every language, that at the moment that you hear the sound of the horn, the flute, the lyre, the trigon, the psaltery, bagpipe, and all kinds of music, you are to fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar has set up. That's the scenario. And for this reason, at the time, certain Chaldeans came forward and brought charges against the Jews. They responded and said, Nebuchadnezzar, O king, live forever. Your king has made a decree that every man who hears the sound of the horn, flute, lyre, trigon, psaltery, bagpipe, and all kinds of music is to fall down and worship the golden image. But whoever does not fall down and worship shall be cast into the midst of the furnace of a blazing fire. There are certain Jews among you who you have appointed over the administration of the province of Babylon, namely Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have disregarded you. They do not serve your gods or worship the golden image which you have set up. And so I don't go through all the details, but this is what they respond, and we know what happens. And so Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego replied to the king. And so the king would be familiar with these individuals, especially what happened with Daniel when they were appointed. Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to give you an answer concerning this matter. If it is so, our God, who we serve, is able to deliver us from the furnace of the blazing fire. He will deliver us out of your hand, O king. But even if he does not, let it be known to you, O king, that we are not going to serve your gods or worship the golden image that you have set up. And I don't have the text that I put down there, but they're in the furnace. But it's not only them, there's an angel. It was so hot that the men that threw them in actually perished, and the king can see this. And he finally orders them out, and they don't even smell of smoke. So it's a pretty amazing situation that we see. And the testimony, not only had Daniel had this amazing character, but Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego also had this amazing character. So here's just a couple of reflection questions to think on this part. Did Daniel make good choices for his friends? Pretty amazing what they did. Why was the king so angry? To what length were they willing to stand up for their faith? And who else was in with them in the fire? So feel free just to take a few minutes and meditate on that, and I'm sure it will help you have an even better day. Thank you.